Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is episode 4 of Design Patterns, and in this video we will learn about abstract factory design pattern. So we will start with an example of smart home. Let's say you want to build your smart home. For that you need a light and also you need to build a speaker. So how you will build it? You have a Samsung light, you have a Samsung speaker, and then you are calling the light dot turn on and speaker dot play to start those objects which are managed by the smart home. Now let's say you have a third device, Samsung AC. So now you have to manage three objects. So the smart home contains three objects or manages three objects, and how they will perform also it manages. So this is the problem right now. So now let's say you have a new brand addition as well. So based upon the brand, let's say you get the brand from some get brand name, which has some logic. Let's not go deep into that. Now based upon the brand, you want to build the separate objects and take an action on top of that for your smart home. So what problem it has? The first problem is code is not dry. You can see that this code portion is entirely same and is repeated. Second thing is this code portion and this code portion is also quite similar, not exactly same. So we can see how we can reduce this as well. And also smart home has to manage multiple brands. It has to manage Apple brand, Samsung brand, and let's say one new brand came in market, we have to manage that brand as well. So there are a lot of problems in the current code. Let's solve all this problem one by one, and then we will go to what is abstract factory design pattern. So first thing is we have to reduce the dryness. So how we can reduce the dryness? So the first thing which came into my mind, or you can say, is that these objects should have something common or like a common interface so that we don't have to create it separately. So let's say light has a turn on method. So what if we have a light as an interface and it has a turn on method, and it's being inherited by both Apple light and Samsung light, so that we can create the light object, and then we can assign light equals to this instead of Apple light. We shouldn't use the hard coded ones in the usage class. So here instead we can create, let's say, light here, and then we can directly instantiate. That's one way of reducing slightly dryness. We will also this common code we can extract out of the switch case. So let's first uh, move to this code. So we have created, or like we have the interfaces, and then we get the brand, and now we have just these lines in the switch case, and this we have extracted outside our switch case. So let's see the UML diagram of where we are right now. So what we have done so far is we have a light, and it's being implemented by Apple light and Samsung light, which has implementation of turn on, how they want to turn on the Apple or Samsung light. Similarly, we have the speaker, and Apple speaker and Samsung speaker implements that. So the next part is now wanted to see like the object creation is itself with the main class. So we should delegate it to some other class. Why we delegate it, we will take a look at that in a moment. But for that, let's say we just want to delegate this creation part. Like we want a factory is a class which will give you ready-made object to be used. So let's say for now we just have the create light and the create speaker, and it's being part of both Samsung and Apple factory, which just right now returns Apple light, Apple speaker, Samsung light, and Samsung speaker. So what uh, how the code will look after that is we will have light equals to Apple factory dot get light. Similarly, we will update these parts. After that we will modify a bit more. Just be with me. So now we have updated these portion based upon factory returning the type of light or type of speaker. So now here, this is abstract factory, this is not a normal factory. We will come to a point where we will differentiate between a factory and abstract factory just in a bit. So now you can see that these two portion is also quite similar, just like how we simplified or moved the portion of light and speaker outside. Similarly, we can do it for this as well. So for that, Apple factory and Samsung factory should implement something common. Let's look at it. So what is common between Apple and Samsung factories? It both creates light and speaker, right? So what if we have a interface device factory which mentions both the methods and it's being implemented by both. Now how it is simplified is, so this is the similar how we have implemented for light, Apple light and Samsung light. It we have a device factory interface, create light, create speaker, and similarly it's concrete classes. So now I have deliberately left the AC uh, to just simplify the code a bit. So now we have a device factory. So now in the case statement, we just need to know the type of factory we want. So based upon the brand, we just extract the type factory. Now it's being an interface, so that's why we were able to extract and allocate Apple or Samsung factory to it. So now we have the device factory. We can simply turn on the light, turn on the speaker. So we have simplified the code a lot. So now come to the abstract factory, or like let's see the UML diagram first, and then we will discuss more about abstract factory. So now on the top we have a device factory, and device factory has two examples. Let me select a pen. So on the top we have to select a factory. So it has implementations of create light and create speaker. This is an interface, and then it has core implementations of Apple factory and Samsung factory, and in turn these returns either Apple speaker or Apple light, which in turns implements light or speaker. So yeah, this is the UML diagram so far. Now let's understand what is abstract factory. So abstract factory provides an interface for creating family of related objects. So the factory difference between abstract factory and normal factory is factory creates a single object, whereas abstract factory creates a family of objects. So this is the main difference. Factory uh, gives one object. Abstract factories, it creates a family of objects, family of related. So in the given example, the Apple factory, it manages Apple light, Apple speaker. Next time something comes in, we have to just update the Apple factory, we have to just update the Samsung factory. So that's an abstract factory which also abstract the family of objects which we have to create. So this is a main difference between family and abstract family. Other difference is, in the factory we have a just one factory and it creates one object. Here we have multiple factories, which is, you can say, two layers. So this is abstraction of object creation over abstraction. So that's why it's also called abstract factory. So yeah, this is all about this design pattern. Hope you understand. Thank you.